Hi guys, welcome to Barron's Online. Today I'm going to take you through a lovely Pilates class, so I really hope you're going to enjoy it. So, first of all, let's start on to our mats. We're going to stand really tall. Imagine that piece of string lengthening you up to the ceiling, rolling the shoulders and reaching down into your mat. Let's start to have a little rock forwards and back. So taking the weight to the toes and back into the heels. Just a nice way of trying to centre the body, so we can try and then settle in a central position. Hands onto the hips, pelvic tilt forwards. So I show you from the side, this is our point A and our point C is here. So what we're looking for is that point B, which is that midway between those 2 points. So here is a point A, point C, and we're looking for that midway, which is our point B position. So let's try and just find that position. From here, just place the hands to the side of our ribs. We start to breathe. We breathe laterally, we breathe outwards. We take that breath in and out. In and out. So continue breathing. What you should feel is an expansion of the rib cage. So by your hands being by the side, you should feel that outward and that inward movement as you take the in breath and as you take that out breath. The hand should expand, the hands should come a little closer together. And if we can practice and get this correct, once we engage our muscles, our tummy muscles and our pelvic muscles, we can still breathe away without allowing anything to release. Bring your arms down by your side and now just start to think about lifting and squeezing these pelvic muscles. So we're really lifting up and squeezing inwards. And yes, it'll feel uncomfortable, so keep drawing up. Try not to tense into the bottom. Try and relax, but lift and squeeze all the way up to the top of the body, and then just releasing out to about 30%. The abdominals, we're going to draw belly button back towards the spine. So really pull it back and then just release it out to about 30%. So let's keep the muscles engaged here while we mobilize the body. We start off with a simple rotation of the head from side to side. Don't worry too much about the breath. As long as you're breathing, that's the main thing. Just turn that head as we start to mobilize from the top to the bottom. We return to center, we start to lower the ear down, lengthening into the side of the neck. Feel that lovely length that you're creating. Coming back up, dropping the chin towards the chest. Lifting it back up. And as you drop the chin down, just notice the length that you're creating into the top of the spine. And lift. This time if we take the chin down, we start to roll. So we roll the chin from shoulder to shoulder. And again, just feeling that length into the top of the spine as you're rolling. Coming back to the center and then just lifting back. The shoulders come towards the ears and let them drop. We lift, we drop, and again, all the way up and release down. Lift. We take a lovely rotation, so we open through the chest. And we reverse. And then bringing the hands into a prayer-like position, we take a rotation, coming back to center and again. Spinal rotation, try to keep the hips nice and still as you're taking that rotation. We come back, we lean and we lift. We feel through the side of the body lengthening Take an overhead lean. And lift. Let's take a single arm circle round. And again. So really making sure we're warming up the full body. From here we take one arm forwards, one arm back, let the head turn. Follow. Again, spinal rotation. The hips stay still. And back to center, bring the arms down. Let's take a foot pedal. We lift and we drop, lift and drop. We lift nice and high on the toes, lift, drop, lift, drop. And again, we lift, we drop. So make sure we bring the heel down before we lift up onto the other toes. Keep that pelvis nice and stable. Now we lift both heels up, we float the arms down. We lift and float. Lift and float to the side. Arms come out, floating down. Nice and high onto the toes. And again, lift and then bring the arms back. The palms are facing forwards. And again, lift. Lift. Bring the arms out to the side, again onto the toes and lower down. From here we take a single knee raise. Opposite arm lifts. Again, just trying to keep stability through the body. Take the leg behind, arms lift. Bring the arms up. Let it go. Lift, let it go. 2 more. Last one. Arms down, arms lift. Take a breath in, come over to the side. Exhale, lift. A little bit of standing work before we come down onto the mat. Using the side of the waist to lift. Bring the arms down, step the feet together. Arms lift, this time push the hip out. Lift. Bring the arms down, take the legs a little wider. Lift the arms up. Come over, exhale, lift. Using the side of the waist. bring the arms down, step in. Let's take a squat down and up. Again, knees track that second toe. And again, just be mindful that we're not locking out into the knees as we're lifting up out of the squat. Let's take the legs a little bit wider. Lift. Control. Lift. And again. Now turn the toes outwards. We take it into a plie and lift. And again, we take that plie and lift. The knees are soft as you're lifting. Now turn the toes in. We go for an inward squat, so inward rotation. Might feel a little bit strange. Then step the feet in so they're together and exactly the same. Again, just be mindful that we're not locking out into those knees. From here, we're going back to legs hip distance. We do exactly the same again, so we're repeating the squat down and the lift up. Again, just be mindful what's happening with the knees as you're lifting. So we're not wanting to lock, keeping the knees soft, the knees tracking over that second toe. A little wider with the legs. Let's just turn the toes outwards. We take a plie, second position and lift. Let's take that inwards rotation. And then we step those feet together. and lift. Well done. Give those legs a shake out. So we are going to come down on to the mat. Let's come onto our knees to begin with. I'm going to side face just so you can see exactly what I want you to do. The arms down by the side. We're going to take a lean and a lift. A lean and a lift. So you'll feel those thighs stretching. The tummy works to lift you up. I'm just going to turn to face forwards. We take that lean and that lift. Let's just bring the arms forwards and we just bring one elbow back. The head can follow. And from here, if we just lean back and do exactly the same. Last one, lift back. Arms just to the side of the head, we come over. Same side. So when you're in a kneeling position, you're much less stable than when you're stood. So your core muscles have to work much harder to keep that stability as you're coming over to the side and as you're lifting back up. Let's go the other side. Come down and lift. Well done. We can make this a little bit harder. So, let's bring one leg and step it just out to the side. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction, so we're going to come this way and lift. So again, we're now on the one knee. So need to work a little bit harder to keep that stability through the body. And then we're going to switch the other side. So again, we go in the opposite direction. So we come down and lift. Well done. Come back in. This time, take that first leg out. You can either come back to this one or you can make it a little bit more challenging by extending the arms. But keep the biceps next to the ears. Bring that leg in, the same on the other side. So again, if you want to have the arms here, or you can take that extension. Well done, bring those arms in. And from here, we are just going to come on to all fours. So I will come back to face this way. Just take a cat stretch. We just round into the spine, draw the belly in, tilt the pelvis, and just feel that stretch into our backs. And release. From here, let's come down onto the forearms. We take an extension through the one leg, turn the heel in, and we lift and lower. Let's hold and have a little tiny pulse. Very small. Bring the leg down. Lift. Well done, bring that leg in. Other side. Leg out, turn the heel inwards. 8 single leg raises. 7. 6. 5. Hold up, tiny pulse. Bring the leg down, back to single raises for 8. 7. 6. Well done. Step it in. Up onto the hands. Extend one leg, opposite arm. We come in with the knee, the chin comes to meet, and extend out. Stability, use your core. Squeeze. Let's switch sides, set yourself up, extend one arm, the opposite leg, squeeze in, lengthen, Last one. Well done. Just sit back into your rest pose. Take a moment here. Let's take some lovely breaths. Breathing in and out. And then let's bring ourselves down on to our mats. We're going to work into the spine. So, let's take the hands flat onto the floor. The elbows are down, the eyes are focused down, the legs are slightly parted. We keep the forearms down and we lift, we breathe out. And we lower. Breath out, lift. Down. Working into that lower back. Nice and controlled. The breath out is when you're lifting, the breath in is when you're lowering. Let's go for 2 more. And release. Bring the arms just underneath the shoulders to take it a little wider if you want to. Breath out, squeeze the bottom and lift up to extension and release down slowly. Up. Squeezing those glutes as you're lifting. Let's go for 2 more. So lifting, squeezing. And 1 more. And release down. Just place the head on the hands and just relax for a moment. Take a couple of breaths here. Let's extend the arms out in front. The eyes are focused down. We lift the upper and the lower body in our Superman and down. Breathing out as you lift, breathing in as you lower down. Nice and controlled here. Last one. And release. Well done. Bring the hands just under the shoulders. Push yourself up into that cat stretch. We're rounding into the spine. Nodding the chin, tilting the pelvis. Coming back to neutral. Let's come over onto our bottoms. Feet into your mat. Hands under the knees, sitting tall. Let's round the spine. Tilt the pelvis. Lift up. And again, breath out. Lift. Once again, we round. We lift up. And again, exhale. Lift. If you want to, bring the arms forward, the same. Breath out, round into that spine, nod the chin. And we peel and we lift. Exhale. Exhale. And again. Now if you want to, you can take it all the way down to your mat, but only if you want to. If you're not happy, then stick with your half. Inhale. Exhale, peeling all the way up. Exhale, rounding through the spine as we come down. Arms over. Exhale, peeling up. So like I say, if you don't feel confident going all the way down to the mat, then just stick with the half roll down. Or if you want to pop the hands just underneath the knees, again, that's another alternative. Let's go for one more. And lift. Crown of the head lifts up towards the ceiling as we lengthen. So from here we're going to come all the way down to our mats and bring the knees to the chest. Have a little rock from side to side. Take a little massage. We bring the feet down, the arms come down by the side. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, start to peel. Start to lift into bridge. Inhale. Exhale, peel down through the spine, each vertebra at a time. Coming all the way down. Inhale, exhale, peeling up. Squeezing at the top. Peeling down. And again, exhale as you're lifting, squeezing, peeling. Peeling down. This time we're going to lift into bridge and hold that bridge position. Arms over, arms circle round. Breath in, breath out. Hips stay high. Round. And again we take a breath in, a breath out. Lift, hips stay high. Peel down. Continue the arms, come overhead, open to the side, come round in a circle. Lift. Peeling up through the spine, coming up into that position, take a little pulse, a little squeeze. Lift. Try and keep those hips up. Really lifting and squeezing those muscles. Breath in, breath out, peel down. Bring the knees in, push the lower back towards the mat. Bring the feet down, take a breath in, peeling up once again. Hands come onto the hips. We lift down. Try and keep pelvic stability. Control the lift. As we take it into that marching bridge. So I'm really controlling my lift and my lower. And take a peel down. Bring the knees towards the chest. Little massage if you wish. And then let's bring the legs down to the front. We take a clasp in the hands and the thumb just sits into the back of the neck. The elbows remain outwards to the side. As you take a breath out, you lift the head and the shoulders, squeezing as you're lifting and lowering down. Breath out to lift, breath in to lower. From here, lift, rotate, center, lower. So it's a lift, rotate, to the center, lower. Lower. So it's a lift, Rotate, center, lower. Back, just lift and lower. Lift. Two more. Well done. And just bring those knees in towards that chest. Little massage of your spine. Little rock from side to side. As we take one hand to the outer part of one of the knees and this other hand to the inner ankle of the same leg. The other leg extends, the head lifts and the shoulders. We take a switch and a switch. As we come into that single leg stretch, breathing in, breathing out. Keep the tummy muscles nicely in. Come down, a little rest. From here into double leg stretch. Hands to the side of both ankles. We extend the arms and legs. Arms come around, knees in. Lift the head and shoulders. Squeeze those tummies. Out. Round, squeeze. Lengthen, come around, in. Lengthen, round and a squeeze. Two more. Well done. Just place the hands just onto those shins and just push that lower back in towards your mat. Arms out to the side. The legs come into a tabletop position. Outer abdominals as we drop the legs to one side and we lift back to center, down to a hover. Now just be mindful what's happening with the shoulders. The shoulders stay down on the floor or your mat. The legs come to a hover. Keep that gap between the knees. One more to each side. And then just bring those knees in towards your chest. We're going to finish off with a really lovely stretch. So I want you to extend your arms and your legs. I want you to take it into a lovely pencil stretch, lengthening from fingers to toes, drawing the belly button down towards the spine, feeling the whole body stretch and lengthen. Taking some lovely breaths in and out. Bringing one knee in towards the chest. Taking a lengthened leg. Bending that knee. And feeling that length in the hamstring. And just bringing that leg down. And the same on the other side. We're bringing that knee in towards our chest. Just taking a lengthened leg up towards the ceiling. Just bending the knee. And then just releasing down. Take one arm across the body to stretch out into the shoulder. And the other side. And release. Bring your arms down by your side, allow your palms to face to the ceiling. Just close your eyes, let's take a few breaths here. Allowing our bodies just to sink down into the mat to release the body. Take a few breaths. Feel the body relax and release. Allow your faces to soften, your body to relax. And then just bring your knees in towards your chest. Slowly roll up to a seated position, not rushed. Into a crouch and lengthen the legs. Nice and slowly rolling up through the spine. Bringing the head up last. Stretching across the chest. We take the arms forwards, we lift. Over we come. Take a lovely breath. Bring your hands down and give yourself a huge big clap. Well done, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed today's Pilates class and hopefully see you all really, really soon. Take care.